I was asked, why criticise a belief? And I could mention the belief, but it's not relevant to the subject. Why criticise a spirituality when there are religions? Because if you accept one, you accept the other. Well, I don't. Because regardless, they're the key to truth, well, they're not. They're spreading false information. They are organisations, followings, movements, whether they're organised religion or whether they're some kind of decentralised spirituality, whatever the case may be. False information is spread, which affects people's lives in a way which is detrimental. Ignorance might be a form of bliss in the short term, or at least in some ways. But in actuality, it is not paradise. You might think, hey, if I believe in this, it's doing me some good, but it also makes you do some bad. Because you believe certain things for bad reasons, and that can infect other areas of your life. Believe in miracles, so then you don't go and see the doctor. Or you cut down your meds thinking the miraculous thing, whether it's faith healing or whether it's, Reiki healing, whatever the case. That is working for me. That is why I criticise religion and spirituality, not one or the other, exclusively. Like, I'm just going to criticise this. Why? Because I don't like Muslims and I think Islam is pretty bad. It's like, well, yeah, Islam has problems. Got no problem with actual Muslims unless they do bad things, but that's individuals. That's not every single Muslim. It's to do with the belief. Or Christianity. I really criticise Christianity because I used to be a Christian and I have a problem with Christianity. And it's like, I'll criticise them for what they are, and what they do. Individuals for what they do, and the belief for what it is. And the same is true of New Age and, paganism or whatever the case may be. Things that are untrue. You want to believe things that are untrue? Go ahead. Because people come along and they go, well, I've been watching videos on YouTube. I've come across your video and you're criticising this. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you being negative? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's like, well, if you don't want to hear anything beyond your echo chamber, why are you coming here? Why are you looking for differing opinions? Or are you just looking for the same opinions? If you're looking for the same opinions based around a particular individual that you really like, a particular New Age spokesperson, guru, channeler, whatever you wish to call them, stick to their channel. or similar channels. Or when you stumble across something you don't like, well, accept that you're not really going to like it. A person comes in and says, well, I'm critical of this, because a person's claiming scientific backing for their belief. And all I say is, well, that's not science, and here's why. I don't even need to go into the science. It's a beautiful thing about New Age science, about Christian science, about Muslim science, etc. Because it's not really science. So all you need to do is simply poke a few holes and go, this is why it doesn't work. Or this is what they're saying, and they still haven't got onto the science. Where the science again? Where is that? There's science in the Quran, and the science in Christianity, and we have it here, and we've compared it to this. It's like, it's all interpretation. It's the same thing in New Age, except they don't even have a bloody holy book, which they can point at and go, it's an old book, and therefore God. They don't even have that. They have other miraculous things. Okay, they have other miraculous things. But still, they don't have the science. And that is why I criticise, because the science is lacking. The science is not there. And I don't need to be a person with, a series of PhDs to do that, do I? Because I haven't got a series of PhDs. But you don't need to be a theoretical physicist in order to say your use of the word quantum is wrong. Or you saying the Quran is literally correct, because the Quran says that there is male and female semen, and apparently it comes from the spinal column, by the way, but that's another story. I'm not sure if that's actually in the Quran. But there's male and female semen which come together and form a blood clot, and that's how a baby's formed. That's literally what they say. The goo from two people, a male and a female, come together and form a baby. So this is science in the Quran. Christianity has its own ways and its own ideas, and obviously Judaism, although they're a much smaller religion for obvious reasons, they're not going to have so much bullshit out there because there's less of them, and there's usually less evangelical styled Jews, obviously. And it varies. I mean, it's not just them, it's other religions, other spiritualities, other ideas. You've got the guru cults in the East, you've got certain types of Buddhism. Some of them are a little evangelical, and yeah, you know, they're trying to spread the word in their way. But when it comes to things where they say, we can prove our belief, we can prove it, we can prove it, we can prove it. Okay, go ahead. Go on then. Go. What, suggestion? Showing a similarity like unicult. Oh yes, there's a similarity between what? Well, there's spectrums of light and frequencies of things and energies and vibrations, and our spirituality is like that. Therefore, because there are a similarity between what I believe and spectrums, because spectrums exist, and therefore my belief is symbolically represented. So I'm calling that science. It's not science. You know, you can say something similar. So what? There's a light spectrum, and it goes into ultraviolet and into infrared, and you know, opposing things. We have a small area between us. It's like, oh, that's interesting. So is the red part hell, and the ultraviolet, is that heaven, or is it the other way around? I suppose the devil would be red, wouldn't he? The devil would be red. And it's, what are you proving? Playing around with ideas, believing something proves something here and there, simply because something is a little bit similar to something else, or could be described as being something similar to something which you believe. It's bullshit.